Life is a series of challenges. Every person you admire has faced setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. What separates those who succeed from those who don't is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to transform those struggles into powerful strengths. Quote, "When you learn to view difficulties as opportunities for growth, you shift your mindset from victimhood to victory. Struggles are not obstacles to stop you. They are the stepping stones that elevate you to your highest potential." To elevate your life, you must embrace your struggles with clarity and courage. You must dissect your problems, learn the lessons hidden inside them, and use those lessons as fuel for your progress. Every hardship carries with it a lesson in resilience, patience, discipline, and creativity. When you harness these lessons, you build a foundation of strength so solid that no challenge can knock you down. Remember, strength is not something you are born with. It is something you develop, like a muscle, through consistent effort and determination. Each time you push through pain or difficulty, you add another layer to your character and your capacity for success. So start today by shifting your perspective. See your struggles not as burdens, but as invaluable training that prepares you for greatness. Elevate your life by turning every struggle into a strength, and watch as you rise to heights you never imagined possible. When faced with struggles, the first and most powerful step you can take is to shift how you perceive those challenges. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks that stop your progress, begin to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perspective opens the door to possibilities that were previously invisible when your focus was on limitation and defeat. Your mind is a powerful tool that can either work for you or against you. When you approach struggles with a negative mindset, your brain interprets them as threats, triggering fear, stress, and avoidance behaviors. But when you consciously choose to see struggles as opportunities, your mind begins to search for solutions, creative ways forward, and the lessons hidden in every difficulty. This mental reprogramming requires discipline, but pays enormous dividends in how you experience life's challenges. This mindset shift is not about ignoring the reality of your difficulties. It's not a form of denial or blind optimism. Instead, it's a strategic reframing that empowers you to take control over your emotions and reactions. When you accept that struggles are a natural and necessary part of growth, you free yourself from the victim mentality. You become the active agent of change, looking for how to respond effectively instead of feeling defeated. One of the key reasons this mindset shift works is because it rewires your brain's neural pathways. Neuroscience shows us that repeated thoughts and beliefs create stronger neural connections. When you habitually see struggles as opportunities, your brain adapts, making it easier to respond with confidence and resilience. Over time, you naturally develop a mental habit that looks for the positive potential in every challenge. Adopting this perspective also builds emotional intelligence. When you recognize that difficulties provide a chance to develop patience, empathy, and self-awareness, you become more emotionally balanced. This balance helps you manage stress more effectively and reduces impulsive reactions that often worsen problems. By controlling your mindset, you strengthen your emotional core and improve your decision-making under pressure. Moreover, changing your mindset helps you maintain motivation during tough times. When struggles feel like insurmountable obstacles, it's easy to lose hope and give up. But when you see them as stepping stones to a better future, you tap into a deeper source of determination. You understand that every struggle endured and overcome is a victory that brings you closer to your goals. This clarity of purpose fuels perseverance. This approach also encourages a growth-oriented attitude toward failure. Instead of fearing failure or associating it with personal inadequacy, you begin to view it as essential feedback. Failures and setbacks become guides that point you toward what needs improvement. By changing your mindset, you cultivate a learning mentality where every struggle and mistake is an important part of your development. Finally, this mindset change affects how you interact with others during struggles. When you believe challenges are opportunities, you're more likely to seek help, collaborate, and share ideas. You create an environment of mutual support and growth instead of isolation and blame. This not only elevates your own life, but also inspires those around you to adopt a similar perspective. Adversity is not merely something to endure. It is one of life's greatest teachers. Every struggle you face carries within it a lesson waiting to be uncovered. When you actively seek these lessons, You transform your hardships from meaningless pain into meaningful growth. This process of learning from adversity is essential to building true resilience, the kind of inner strength that enables you to bounce back stronger after every setback. When difficulties arise, your immediate reaction might be frustration or despair, but if you pause and ask yourself, what can this teach me? You open the door to profound insight. Each challenge offers a unique perspective, sometimes about your character, sometimes about your skills, and other times about your environment. By extracting lessons from adversity, you turn chaotic experiences into structured knowledge that prepares you for future success. Learning from adversity also develops your problem-solving abilities. When you face a tough situation, you are forced to think creatively and strategically. The more challenges you work through, the better you become at identifying the root causes of problems and crafting effective solutions. This accumulated wisdom becomes an invaluable asset, allowing you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and skill. Another critical lesson adversity teaches is patience. Growth rarely happens overnight, and setbacks often require endurance. The process of learning from hardship helps you understand that progress is often gradual. With patience, you develop the ability to stay focused on your long-term goals despite temporary obstacles. This steadiness is a hallmark of those who achieve lasting success. Adversity also strengthens your emotional resilience. When you learn from difficult experiences, you become more aware of your emotional responses and better equipped to manage them. This emotional intelligence enables you to maintain calm and clarity under pressure, rather than reacting impulsively or becoming overwhelmed. Over time, you build a mental toughness that helps you face future adversities without fear. Moreover, each lesson learned from adversity increases your self-awareness. You begin to recognize your strengths and weaknesses more clearly, which allows you to leverage your best qualities and address areas that need improvement. This self-knowledge is fundamental to personal growth because it enables you to make informed decisions and take purposeful action toward your goals. Adversity also teaches humility and gratitude. When you experience hardship, you gain a deeper appreciation for the good times and for the support of others. This perspective keeps you grounded and connected to your values, which are vital for authentic success. Recognizing the role of adversity in your journey fosters a sense of gratitude that enriches your life and relationships. Finally, learning from adversity inspires a mindset of continuous improvement. Instead of viewing struggles as dead ends, you see them as feedback that guides your development. You commit to growing stronger, wiser, and more capable with each challenge. This commitment to lifelong learning propels you forward, turning every difficulty into a stepping stone toward greater achievement. Embracing challenges means stepping into the arena of life with a mindset prepared to confront problems directly rather than avoiding or denying them. It requires courage, the willingness to face discomfort, uncertainty, and even fear. When you embrace your challenges, you take control of your circumstances instead of allowing them to control you. This shift from avoidance to engagement is the key to unlocking your potential and accelerating your personal growth. Facing problems head-on demands clarity of thought. Challenges often bring confusion and overwhelm, but clarity allows you to break down complex situations into manageable parts. By analyzing the problem carefully, you gain insight into what actions are necessary. This clear-headed approach prevents paralysis by analysis and enables you to move forward decisively, turning obstacles into opportunities for progress. When you embrace challenges, you also cultivate resilience. Each time you confront a difficulty, you build confidence in your ability to handle adversity. This confidence becomes a powerful motivator, encouraging you to... Over time, embracing problems head-on creates a cycle of growth where every challenge strengthens your resolve and sharpens your skills. Taking on challenges directly also fosters accountability. Instead of blaming external factors or circumstances for your struggles, you accept responsibility for your role in the situation and its outcome. This mindset empowers you because it puts the solution within your reach. Accountability fuels proactive behavior, turning setbacks into valuable lessons and opportunities for self-improvement. Embracing challenges with courage means managing fear, not eliminating it. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, but it doesn't have to be a barrier. When you acknowledge your fear and act despite it, you build mental toughness. Courage is developed through repeated acts of bravery, no matter how small, and it grows stronger each time you confront a problem rather than retreating from it. Clarity and courage combined help you prioritize your efforts effectively. Not every challenge deserves the same level of attention or resources. When you face problems with a clear mind, you can distinguish between what truly matters and what is a distraction. This prioritization enables you to focus on high-impact actions that move you closer to your goals, rather than wasting energy on trivial difficulties. Moreover, embracing challenges often means being open to change. Problems frequently require you to adapt your strategies, learn new skills, or shift your mindset. By welcoming these necessary adjustments, you demonstrate flexibility and creativity, two traits that are essential for thriving in a constantly changing world. Challenges become a catalyst for innovation rather than a source of frustration. Finally, facing challenges head-on strengthens your leadership qualities. Whether in business, relationships, or personal endeavors, the ability to confront difficulties calmly and clearly inspires confidence in others. It positions you as someone who takes initiative, handles pressure well, and leads by example. Embracing challenges builds character and earns respect, setting the stage for greater influence and success. Building mental strength is a deliberate and ongoing process, much like developing physical strength. Just as you don't build muscle by lifting weights once, you don't build mental resilience by facing adversity just once and then giving up. It requires consistent effort, discipline, and a willingness to push beyond your comfort zone day after day. Each challenge you confront becomes a training session that fortifies your mind for future battles. Mental strength grows through repetitive practice of self-control and positive habits. When you consciously choose to respond to difficulties with calmness instead of frustration, patience instead of impatience, you strengthen your inner resolve. These small daily choices add up, creating a mental framework that supports endurance and perseverance in the face of hardship. Over time, your mind becomes a powerful resource, capable of handling stress without cracking. Another important element of building mental strength is learning to manage your thoughts. Your mind is like a garden. It will grow whatever seeds you plant. By cultivating positive, empowering beliefs and rejecting negative self-talk, you nurture resilience and confidence. This mental discipline is essential because uncontrolled thoughts can sabotage your progress, while focused, optimistic thinking drives you forward even when times are tough. Mental strength also means developing emotional regulation. Difficult situations often provoke strong emotions like fear, anger, or sadness. Strengthening your mental capacity includes learning to recognize these feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Through techniques such as mindfulness, reflection, or breathing exercises, you train your mind to maintain clarity and composure, allowing you to make better decisions under pressure. The process of building mental strength often involves embracing discomfort. Growth never happens in a zone of ease. It is forged in moments of challenge and uncertainty. When you willingly face situations that stretch your limits, you expand your capacity to endure and adapt. This deliberate exposure to discomfort acts like resistance training for your mind, gradually increasing your tolerance for adversity. Building mental strength also requires a strong sense of purpose. When you know why you are enduring hardship, whether it's a personal goal, a vision for your future, or a commitment to your values, you create motivation that transcends temporary pain. Purpose fuels persistence and helps you stay focused when distractions and difficulties arise. It becomes the anchor that grounds your mental energy and directs it toward meaningful achievement. Another critical aspect is surrounding yourself with supportive influences. Mental strength is not developed in isolation. Encouragement, mentorship, and constructive feedback from others help you see challenges as manageable and growth-oriented. Positive social connections reinforce your confidence and remind you that even the strongest people need help sometimes. This network acts as a buffer against discouragement and isolation. Finally, building mental strength prepares you for the inevitable ups and downs of life. The world will never be free of obstacles, but a strong mind equips you to navigate those fluctuations with grace and resilience. Like a well-trained athlete ready for competition, your mental muscles allow you to respond to stress, uncertainty, and setbacks with confidence, turning potential defeats into powerful comebacks. Setbacks are inevitable in any worthwhile pursuit, but how you respond to them determines your future success. Instead of letting failures discourage or defeat you, learn to use them as fuel, powerful energy sources that ignite your determination and drive. When setbacks become motivation rather than obstacles, they transform from dead ends into launching pads for greater achievements. Every failure carries within it valuable feedback. When you view setbacks as learning experiences, you extract insights that help you refine your approach and improve your strategies. This perspective turns failure into a teacher rather than a judge. By analyzing what went wrong and why, you equip yourself with the knowledge needed to avoid repeating the same mistakes and to approach challenges with increased wisdom. Setbacks also reveal your true level of commitment. They test how badly you want your goals and whether you are willing to persevere when the going gets tough. Using failure as fuel requires embracing a mindset of persistence, a refusal to quit no matter how difficult the circumstances. This mental toughness separates those who ultimately succeed from those who give up prematurely. When setbacks fuel your motivation, you develop grit, the ability to maintain passion and effort over the long haul. Grit is a critical ingredient in success because the path to any significant accomplishment is rarely smooth or easy. By channeling disappointment and frustration into renewed energy, you build momentum that carries you forward, even through obstacles that seem insurmountable. Setbacks also provide opportunities to build resilience. Each time you recover from a failure, you strengthen your ability to bounce back quicker and more effectively the next time. This resilience is not just about enduring pain. It's about actively using that pain to grow stronger. When you treat failure as fuel, your spirit becomes unbreakable, and your confidence grows because you know you can handle whatever comes your way. Using failure as fuel means cultivating a positive attitude toward adversity. Rather than fearing mistakes or dreading setbacks, you come to expect them as natural parts of the growth process. This expectation reduces the emotional impact of failure and helps you maintain focus on your goals. A positive mindset encourages you to take risks, try new approaches, and innovate without fear of falling short. Setbacks also teach patience and humility. Success rarely happens overnight, and failure reminds you that mastery requires time and effort. Using failure as motivation helps you develop the patience needed to stay committed to long-term goals. It also keeps your ego in check, reminding you that growth is a process and that every setback is an opportunity to become wiser and more prepared. Finally, when you use setbacks as fuel, you inspire others. People are drawn to those who persevere in the face of adversity because it demonstrates courage and determination. Your response to failure can become a powerful example for those around you, motivating them to face their own challenges with grit and optimism. In this way, setbacks don't just fuel your success, they help build a culture of resilience and achievement. Patience and discipline are the twin pillars that uphold lasting success, especially when faced with challenges. Tough times test your ability to stay calm and persistent, and it is in those moments that patience becomes essential. Developing patience means learning to endure discomfort and delay gratification without giving in to frustration or impulsiveness. It's a skill that grows stronger each time you resist the urge to quit or take shortcuts. Discipline works hand in hand with patience by providing the structure and consistency necessary for progress. While patience helps you withstand setbacks, discipline ensures you keep taking action every day, regardless of how you feel. Tough situations demand that you stick to your plans, maintain your habits, and push forward with unwavering focus, even when immediate results are not visible. This commitment to consistency is what separates successful individuals from those who give up too soon. When you develop patience during adversity, you learn to trust the process of growth. Success rarely comes overnight, and the ability to wait without losing motivation is a critical advantage. Patience helps you avoid rash decisions and emotional reactions that can derail your progress. Instead, it encourages a steady, deliberate approach to overcoming obstacles, giving you the time needed to gain deeper understanding and improve your strategies. Discipline also trains your willpower, the mental muscle that governs your ability to resist distractions and temptations. Tough times often bring stress that can trigger impulsive behaviors, such as procrastination or abandoning goals. Cultivating discipline means strengthening your will to stay on course, maintain focus, and follow through on your commitments, no matter how challenging the circumstances become. Together, patience and discipline build resilience by creating a mindset that embraces long-term rewards over short-term comforts. This mindset empowers you to endure the discomfort of hard work, delayed results, and uncertainty, because you are confident that sustained effort will pay off. It encourages you to persist through adversity with a sense of purpose and control. Developing these qualities during tough times also refines your ability to manage emotions. Patience calms anxiety and frustration, while discipline channels your energy productively. This emotional regulation prevents burnout and keeps you mentally balanced. As a result, you are better equipped to make rational decisions and maintain momentum even when external conditions are unfavorable. Moreover, patience and discipline foster self-respect and confidence. Every time you choose to persevere and stick to your principles in the face of difficulty, you reinforce your belief in your own capabilities. This growing self-confidence fuels further perseverance, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and achievement that builds stronger character. Lastly, developing patience and discipline during hardship teaches humility and gratitude. It reminds you that success is a journey, not a destination, and that every step, no matter how small, is valuable. This awareness encourages you to appreciate progress and stay grounded, even as you strive for greater heights. Pain is often seen as something to avoid or suppress, but it holds incredible potential when approached with the right mindset. Transforming pain into power means taking your most difficult experiences and using them as fuel to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Instead of allowing pain to weaken or define you, you channel it into motivation that propels you forward toward your goals. Every painful experience contains valuable lessons about yourself, others, and the world. By reflecting deeply on these moments, you uncover insights that expand your understanding and sharpen your judgment. This process of reflection turns raw pain into constructive knowledge, equipping you with tools to handle future challenges more effectively. It is through this transformation that pain becomes a powerful teacher rather than a crippling force. Transforming pain into power also requires emotional courage, the willingness to confront and process difficult feelings rather than burying them. Suppressing pain only delays healing and growth. Facing pain honestly allows you to release its grip and reclaim your energy. This emotional bravery strengthens your resilience and builds mental toughness, qualities essential for navigating the inevitable ups and downs of life. The power gained from pain also comes from developing empathy and compassion. When you've experienced hardship, you become more understanding of others' struggles. This emotional connection not only enriches your relationships, but also creates a sense of purpose that goes beyond personal success. Transforming your pain into power means using your experiences to serve and inspire others, turning individual challenges into collective strength. Pain often ignites a fierce determination to change your circumstances. This drive can become the catalyst for taking bold actions, pursuing new goals, or breaking free from limiting patterns. When you harness pain in this way, it becomes a source of unstoppable energy, a force that pushes you to rise above adversity and achieve what once seemed impossible. Moreover, transforming pain into power builds confidence. Each time you overcome a painful obstacle, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances. This growing confidence reduces fear and doubt, enabling you to take on new challenges with courage and optimism. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of pain, but as a victor who has harnessed adversity to fuel your growth. Pain also teaches humility and patience. It reminds you that success and happiness are not guaranteed but earned through perseverance and self-awareness. By accepting this truth, you develop a grounded perspective that helps you stay focused on what truly matters, even when the journey is difficult. This maturity is part of the power you gain through transforming pain. Finally, transforming pain into power encourages a mindset of continuous growth. Instead of fearing future pain, you anticipate it as part of the process and prepare yourself to learn from it. Indeed, and this expectation builds resilience and adaptability, ensuring that you are not only surviving hardships but thriving because of them. No person achieves greatness in isolation. Surrounding yourself with a strong support system is essential. When you know you're a part of a group that shares your values and goals, you gain emotional stability and confidence. This collective energy amplifies your individual efforts and inspires you to contribute back. By surrounding yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, you create a powerful environment for transformation and lasting success. As you move forward, remember this: every struggle you face is not a roadblock but a stepping stone. The strength you build today through adversity, the lessons you learn from setbacks, and the courage you summon to face challenges head-on, these are the forces that will elevate your life beyond anything you've imagined. You have within you the power to transform pain into purpose, failure into fuel, and doubt into determination. Surround yourself with those who lift you higher. Cultivate patience and discipline in your daily actions, and never stop learning from the experiences that shape you. The journey will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Your future self is counting on the strength you build now. Step into your challenges with confidence and clarity, knowing that every moment of hardship is molding you into the person you are destined to become. Elevate your life by turning your struggles into your greatest strengths, and watch how far you can truly go.